So, I also want to bring you, whenever I can, nonprofits in the city because nonprofits are making such a big difference in the lives of New Yorkers. So that's what's bringing me to our next guest, Jung Lee, who is the president and chief executive officer of the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. This is a nonprofit organization that provides today's best young scientists with funding to pursue innovative cancer research. Welcome to City Watch.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
So, first of all, tell me a little about the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation.
So the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation has been around since the 1940s, and as you mentioned, our focus is entirely on supporting young scientists who are working in all areas of cancer research. The reason that we've decided to support young scientists is that we believe that they are the key to making breakthroughs and progress against cancer because they are willing to take risks and pursue innovative new ideas that will lead to new breakthroughs against cancer.
So tell me a little about the type of research that you fund, because I'm sure it's not just, in one bucket, that there are many different types.
There are so many different types of cancer research that are being conducted by the scientists that we fund. Some of them are very basic biological questions that they're addressing that study the ways that cancer cells are basically how they are able to grow out of control in the body and form tumors. We have other scientists who are doctors, physicians, who also do research, and they take observations from the patients that they see in the clinic and study those in the laboratory, and then those laboratory findings can then be translated back into new findings for patients. We also have some scientists that are pursuing clinical trials that are testing brand new types of therapies that are leading to really exciting new progress against cancers.
And so Damon Runyon Cancer Research was founded in 1946. Who was Damon Runyon?
So Damon Runyon was actually a journalist, and part of the work that he did was he started out as a sports writer. He was somebody who really was very integral to the New York community, and some people might remember his name because he wrote some short stories, and one of the short stories that he wrote are the basis for the hit musical Guys and Dolls.
Wow. It's interesting. I love that you also mentioned that he was a sports writer because I'm thinking about what you have coming up next weekend at Yankee Stadium. Can you talk a little about that?
Yes, absolutely. So we are so excited because next weekend on Saturday, May 11th, we have our 11th annual Runyon 5K at Yankee Stadium. And this is a really unique cancer research fundraising run walk that all takes place within Yankee Stadium. We have almost 2,000 people registered to come out for this event, and participants will run or walk all within Yankee Stadium. They get to go down on the warning track that circles the field and see themselves on the Jumbotron, and it's really an exciting event. And the best part about it is that 100% of the donations that are raised by the participants support cancer research that's being conducted by our young scientists.
And I would envision that of the 2,000 people, not everyone is a long-distance runner. Not everyone is a marathon runner, that you have people from all walks of life?
We do, and it's really a wonderful event because we do have some elite runners who will come and try to make the best time that they can going through the course, but then we have many people that come to just enjoy being in the stadium with their family and friends, and many people that will also walk the course.
And from looking at your website, what was really interesting is, and you may have mentioned this and I just missed it, but that you have had 12 scientists who received the Nobel Prize.
We have, and thank you for highlighting that. We're very proud of the scientists that we've supported through the years, and we really have been at the forefront. Our scientists have been at the forefront of many, many important scientific discoveries. So since the 1940s, we have funded over 3,700 scientists. So there's an enormous community of amazing scientists out there who were at some point supported by Damon Runyon during their career, and as you mentioned, 12 of those have gone on to receive the Nobel Prize, so it really just emphasizes the quality of the scientists that Damon Runyon supports.
And from what I have seen in the past, you've also had a number of the scientists participate in the Runyon 5K.
We have. This year we have at least 10 scientists who are registered to come and participate in the event. And it's really a great opportunity for them to meet the people who are, in fact, helping to support their research. So they're happy to talk to participants during the course of the event and answer any questions that they might have. And for any of you that are coming to the event, you can look for the scientists. They'll be wearing bright orange T-shirts that have scientists on the back. And they would love to talk to you, answer any questions you have, and they also, I think, just really appreciate knowing that there are so many people that are really behind them and support the work that they're doing.
Now, you first joined the organization in 2008 as scientific director, and you were promoted to deputy director and chief scientific officer in 2014. How does it feel to be leading this foundation now as someone who previously was, if I'm correct, you were a fellow yourself? Do I have that right?
Yes. I was actually a Damon Runyon Fellow myself when I was still in the lab doing research. And it's just really an extraordinary honor and privilege to now be leading the organization and to be able to support the many young scientists that are out there doing important research. And having been in their shoes myself at some point during my career, I understand that that can be really challenging. It can be a very difficult career path, but to know that they have the support of Damon Runyon and all of its supporters really makes a big difference.
And when you are there at the Runyon 5K and you're talking to many of the participants, what are some of the commonalities? What are the threads that are woven into an event like this that you hear as far as the stories that people bring and the reasons that, what's motivating them to participate?
Well, as you mentioned already, there are so many people who have been touched by cancer in some way, and so this event is really a great way for them to feel that they're giving back to the cancer research community and being able to support the scientists who are really going to make progress and help ensure that cancer doesn't become a death sentence, but is more of a treatable disease. And so what I hear from the participants is that they're so excited to be amongst this community at the Runyon 5K, and they really enjoy, obviously, being within Yankee Stadium as well. And there's just such a really positive feel over the course of that whole event, and also having the opportunity for them to meet the scientists really makes a big difference.
So we've just got about a minute or two left. Can you just give me some final thoughts about the event and also then tell our listeners how they can learn more about Damon Runyon and about the event?
Sure. So, again, the 11th Annual Runyon 5K is coming up next Saturday, May 11th. It's the day before Mother's Day, and so we hope that we'll see many people out with their families to support cancer research. Registration is open through May 10th, and the best way to learn more and register is to go to our website, which is runyon5k.org, RUNYON 5k.org.
Jung Lee, thank you so much for joining me, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation.
Thank you so much, Jeff.